Okay, that's the only.
And going up my nose.
Yeah, exactly.
Word,
So,
right?
Pop, I understand that you got a lot of pressure on you. I gotta be me. Okay, so
You know what? I think when you get to that point of Hunter Biden, you don't even use money to snort. You just put your face in
that's
it.
it.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
like Tony Montana.
Or you, like you say, you whatever
Tony
woman you
Montana.
with, you just throw her into the cocaine and then you snort it off her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's many ways to do it.
You know what? Probably like get a clean shaven down there. Use the cocaine, make a runway,
I wouldn't do that.
and just
I wouldn't do that.
Right?
I've
That's too
seen
much.
that done before.
That's
actually.
fire.
That's too
I've seen
much.
that done.
that's fire, bro.
Because you can cause a lot of issues down there. A lot of that's like a numbing agent.
And then you could go for hours. Won't feel anything.
Fang Cosby.
Yeah, facts. Facts. That is definitely Fang Cosby.
Fang
Like,
Cosby
yo.
right there.
Fenglued.
Yo, Beth, that shit crazy.
On a Saturday, it's All Even with your boy Barry Grant. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at All Even Podcast. You can listen to the show on Megaphone as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I'm all over the place. And trust me, go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend because the page is growing. Claw, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Great. Jimmy, super intern. You haven't been here in 2 weeks. Where you been? It's either a busy man or a sick man. Which one is it? Okay. Nicole on the ones and twos, a silent assassin. How you doing? How's your week? I mean, you have that hat of pain on your head. So that kind of symbols your week. Yeah, I get it. Claw?
Hey, what's up?
Chili? Fang?
I'm good, man.
Everybody's good?
Great.
Wonderful. Okay. Now, lots of topics to get into today. NBA draft. That was last night. You have Melvin Gordon saying some interesting things about the running back position. Said it sucks. Interesting. What else? A lot of trades happen in the NBA. Somebody somewhere that he should be, and he's not on my team. So I'm definitely going to talk about that. Love that. What else we got? Larsa Pippen is the devil. Y'all know who Larsa Pippen is, right? Yeah, good. Deion Sanders, we got to talk about that. He had surgery. Hopefully he doesn't get that leg amputated, but if he does, I mean, he'd be fine. He can still coach with one leg. Difference doesn't make. He ain't playing no more. My irrelevant news of the week. And then the greatest segment of the Planet Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Before I get into that, though, submarine. It's the conversation that everybody's having. I want to hear everybody's thoughts because I have my own. Now, these people lost their lives. Rest in peace to the families and hearts and prayers to all the families and stuff like that. But there's a deeper conversation to have. Billionaires taking a trip on a $250,000 sub, and they're stuck in there like sardine cans next to each other to take an 8-hour trip to see something that's been down there for 100 plus years, I guess. What? Right? So you can see it for an hour. Then you have to come back up for another 8 hours. So we're talking about a 17-hour swing that you're enjoying something for an hour. Thoughts?
Sounds like stupid rich people problem.
Thank
I
you.
really don't give a shit about.
That's exactly. Listen, the death and all that, that's bad.
No,
right?
it's not really.
It is. It is.
No.
Because there's a 19-year-old kid that lost his life.
Yeah.
He didn't choose to be there. His fault. If you're 19 and your father wants you to take a trip with him, you're gonna go.
Well,
So I feel bad for him. But at the end of the day, it's like normally things cost a little bit more money than $250,000. Like if I hear that somebody made a rocket that's going into orbit, yeah, they go ahead and partner with this place and it's $150,000 rocket, I'm gonna be like, it's pretty cheap for a rocket.
But the thing is, no, I thought the ticket were $250,000.
Nah, the sub wasn't that much to make.
For one, they had not even a real controller. They had like the
that's what I'm saying.
knockoff universal
controller. It was
controller.
very low. It was a very low constructed sub.
Not a pro controller.
So the guy said that. What was the guy that was talking? What was his name? That said that they didn't follow the proper protocol of everybody else that was doing it.
It was I forget his name. He actually he went in
Yeah.
a while ago and was getting interviewed.
Right.
The guy who created it.
James Cameron.
Yeah, it was James Cameron. So he was like how the way they did the procedure, nobody ever lost their life. They did it completely different.
Well, you're supposed to the compression in the water. Like you're supposed to go down very slowly.
Yeah, they wild out,
decompress and stuff like that, right?
I think that sub maybe wasn't able to go that far down because for what they said was when they went to go rescue them, they saw debris for the sub, which means that the sub imploded. Yeah. So it's one of those things where it wasn't built properly. So that's my thing. It's like the first thing that came to my mind logically was like, billionaire. I got this type of money. I want to go on a fucking naval sub.
Yeah.
Right.
Put me on one of them shits.
Yeah.
Right? Put me on a Hunt for Red October joint. That's what I want. Right? I want to feel like Sean Connery on that motherfucker.
Yes.
Like don't put me on no.
What's the name of that movie with what's his name?
What?
In my head, I'm thinking Clear and Present Danger, but
You
it's
talking
not
about Hunt?
that.
That's
Hunt for
Hunt
Red
for Red
October.
October.
Oh, it is that? Yeah.
Come on. What's wrong with you?
Dummy. Like what would, all that money you have,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
you're gonna take this little.
I'm not taking no cheap nonsense.
Listen,
That's the thing.
Listen, I would have saved it for the segment, but they all deserve to be dummies.
Relax.
Even though they died, they're still dummies. Being honest, whatever.
Like I said, there's a part of me that agrees, but 19-year-old kid ain't got no choice. I don't like that. And they said that he was scared.
Yeah.
He was nervous about going, but because his father wanted him to go, he just went.
Wait, you said 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Not 12. He's a grown man, right?
Come on, bro.
No,
It's
Bro, he's
different.
a grown man.
It's different.
He's not going against his dad. That's
Why-
probably like
why not?
tradition that they would.
Are you
Right.
serious? If I'm afraid of heights, I'm afraid of roller coasters. I'm not getting on a roller coaster. If I'm afraid of heights, I'm not jumping out of a plane. I don't care if my dad wants me to do it.
Your father's not worth the bill, unfortunately.
That's stupid, bro. It doesn't make a difference. Oh, I'm not gonna go in the sub. My daddy's gonna disown me. Like, no.
Yo, you don't know that type of pressure?
Man,
I
that
mean,
kid's
but
a-
how you know that wasn't what he wanted for his birthday?
right.
You watched the movie, you saw the tits getting drawn in the movie, and he got hyped. He said, "Yo, I want to go find that painting."
He said, "Yo, if something happens, Jason Statham to come and get me.
Right.
We'll be fine."
And it didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah, the pops probably convinced him that, hey, listen, son, this is gonna be a good trip for us, a good bonding. All right, cool. I can't really fault the kid for that.
They didn't want to go to the hostel.
I mean, at that point, I don't know, man. I just find it very odd that they would just volunteer to do that.
There weren't even seats on this thing. You had to sit crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
In the toilet was a bedpan. Come on.
Like, are you serious?
But see, the other shit about it all is like, all right, cool, it imploded. But the whole manhunt for something that you kind of knew
right
days ago was obnoxious.
Who's footing this bill?
The Billies. What do you mean? Who's fitting the bill?
Well, dude,
the trust.
Multiple countries were searching for these people. Like, are you serious?
They're very important people.
You got to understand where this is, though. Like, this is in the middle of cold water. It's not like the ocean, like the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Montauk and Long Island. Like, this is like
Megalodon
up there, just south of Greenland.
They were in Dragonzord country. That's where it was at.
Remember in the Meg when they had the giant octopus?
Right.
Maybe the giant octopus grabbed them,
with you,
squeezed them,
right,
You don't know what's down there.
I know what's down there.
The giant octopus.
I know what's down there too.
They
Pressure.
got giant octopus.
Giant
down there.
octopus
Bodies.
do exist,
Pressure.
bro.
And bodies.
Pressure.
There's mad shit down there that we don't know. 16,000 feet at the bottom of the ocean, bro, is
But the thing is, people
Far.
have been down there.
that's
made
eight
it
and a half
Real submarines though.
Empire State Buildings.
Mm.
That's what that is, bro. It's just down there. So my thing is like you had people looking for you all week, and then you wait. Oh, yo, by the way, yo, it imploded because we heard something on the Navy transmitter, and it's probably them.
No, but that's normally how it happens, though.
So now here's the thing.
I don't get it.
The submarine imploded, right? But they said like in case of I guess, in case of emergency, you're supposed to bang on the hull to
So the
make
sonar
noise.
can catch
They
it.
said
the
they heard
sonar
that
can
too.
find- They heard the banging. But if it wasn't them who was banging.
Yeah, always coming up with some conspiracy nonsense.
Yo, it
But
was,
you asked.
It was Jack.
Right.
I didn't ask.
It was Jack and what was his girl's name from the Titanic?
It was Jack. Rose survived.
Rose did
No.
survive.
Rose
So one of them
survived, bro.
died because of a broken heart or some.
She-
Forget it. I don't even want to talk.
Rose
about that.
survived. Jack risked his
died.
life for Rose.
Oh, so Rose.
Remember, he was floating on the door, hanging on the door. He jumped in the water so that she could float.
Don't worry.
Jack wasn't real.
She set him up.
Yeah, she lined him up.
Facts.
But that's the story of women, right? They'll go ahead and set you up and
I'm curious.
Put
to
you-
know.
the
put you in
little
a
bit
bad
of that
situation.
Sweet.
I want to know what the
sack
banging
thing.
was.
She's all right, though.
That's what he had.
I want to know what
He
the
drew
banging
that.
was. They
If you-
found something.
you want to know what the banging is, go down there. Go check.
I don't have enough money.
I think the program's shut down now.
That program is
I
going.
think it's pretty much gone.
That soda can is.
If I did it, I would have an Xbox Elite controller.
Facts. Plugged in too, hardwired.
You know what
Cut it out.
they should have slide canceled.
Here's the other part of this, though, is that there's a lot of, we all know that the internet is undefeated, right? So there's been a lot of jokes and memes and things that have come out since this, and people have been saying that it's very distasteful. But for me, it's like, I think it was one of the sons that didn't go,
Stepson.
stepson, that he did something when they were down there, or like,
No, he got.
yeah,
in trouble.
he went to a concert while they down there fighting for their life, and that's when the story kind of turned. You know what I'm saying? Because people are like, oh my goodness, like what's going on? And he's out there concerting it up.
So what, he's supposed to just let his tickets, like, you serious? What if he couldn't get his money
What if they
back?
said, yo, bro, just come out, man. Just get your head off this thing, because
Oh, okay, so I see what type of people y'all are.
What?
He was listening to
I get
Ray
it.
Sherman. I ain't got no type.
I see what type of people they are. Family could be
but what are you gonna do? Like,
sit
let me
there
go-
and worry.
Let me go get my scuba gear. I'll be right there.
It's bad optics.
there's nothing bad
All de-
about that.
It all
I'm a
depends
kid.
what lens you're looking through.
My cousin probably told me, yo, bro, come out, man. Just get your head off. Don't worry about it. Come on.
Nah, I'm not.
And there was the stepson who probably didn't even like him.
Yo, they went into space.
Unless
What makes you think he liked him?
Chili, what do you think about that?
I'm not.
unless
like,
he
not for
knew.
If your family's down there, you going to a
We're not going
concert?
underwater. I'm not built for that.
No, but what I'm saying is that if you here and your family disappeared, you going to a concert?
No, if my family disappears, no.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
He's a father. It's
But
different.
in the water, it's different.
What is he gonna do?
what if that
For
kid,
one,
okay.
he doesn't have enough money to go get these people. He's not a billionaire.
yet.
Nobody's asking for that. I mean, you guys are not seeing what I'm seeing, so I'm just gonna move on.
Well, I need to put those glasses on because
No, I'll move on. Because that's basically saying that if anything happens with y'all family, y'all are good to go to a baseball
I mean,
game.
so for
What
him,
am I supposed to do?
Y'all are good
He
to go to a
was
baseball.
just-
So that's
I
y'all.
don't
That's
like
what I'm saying.
baseball.
So we're gonna agree to disagree.
He was
Moving on.
just a stepson, though. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
did he even like them?
we don't know.
Exactly.
And he probably knew about the other son.
probably
that was
set it
meeting
up.
him, yeah, met
Right.
him on the other side.
We gonna set up.
Maybe you know what?
Listen,
Maybe
I
he
got
took
this
the
boat. It's going.
no.
You gonna get it for the low,
You
dad?
know what? Maybe he needed the batteries for the controller,
Oh my god!
and he put it in the cable remote
Moving on.
and put the dead batteries
Moving on.
in the submachine.
Tried to press the aux button, didn't work.
Right.
Moving on. Tia Mowry. She got
twins.
She read one of the twins. So she got divorced recently, and the judge awarded her. She ain't got to pay no spousal payments to the husband.
Wow.
Yo, what? Listen, even when you up, they still get the advantage. I don't understand.
It's very biased.
That's
California,
crazy.
though. California different.
That's why it should be a universal rule.
Wasn't he an actor also?
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't doing this.
Nah,
for
he ain't got
himself.
no M's like her.
Not like
He ain't got no. I don't
So
even
it's
think he
crazy.
got M's.
so. He don't got to pay. She don't got.
She ain't got to pay him no
spousal
type
support.
of spousal support.
Wow, that's crazy.
If that was vice versa, you know,
That's crazy.
they slamming that.
You-
motherfucker.
Mhm.
Bro, they taking 75 on.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see what Russell Simmons going through right now?
Yo.
Russell Simmons getting creamed right now, pause,
Mhm.
because she's over here saying, "Well, I was 16 at the time."
Yeah, but
No,
see,
no,
but
no,
here,
no.
but here's the problem with that.
She's spinning that narrative.
Here's the problem with that is that might have been true then, but you had how many kids with him?
Got that.
He built you up with the business. You was big time, right? It was all good then.
It was
Right.
baby fat.
It was all
BB.
right. It was baby fat empire, and you a mogul and all that. But once things break down, now you're gonna start using that narrative. That's corny.
Money
Like the
hungry.
only part about that I feel bad about are the kids, right? Like the kids saying that she has a little anxiety because every time he calls or it's like she sometimes she don't want to talk to him and he be harassing. Like that's sad. But for the ex-wife to start running her mouth like that, nah.
Yeah,
She has no
talking
leg to
crazy.
stand on with that
Okay,
garbage.
no.
That's
Right.
weak.
He made you who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
People never gonna forget that, or never gonna remember it at the
Mhm.
end of the day. How'd you get here? Oh,
She
alright.
tried to use
Now she trying to use the same narrative that they was using for the other allegations that was going down.
Mhm.
Because like when it happened, if y'all remember when it happened, she was backing him. She supported him 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Never sided with the women. But now you want to take the social media and play the feel bad for me game. Social media is dirty, son.
Yeah, it is.
And how people
Dirty.
use it is dirty, son.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
That's all. But
They
she,
use it to their advantage.
Yeah.
she gonna flip like that narrative. Gonna get her this and then that and that and
She gonna get a
that,
book
and
deal
that.
out of
And
it.
She gonna get all this.
She gonna get a book
extra
deal out of it, be on
exposure, you know what I'm
somebody's
saying?
show.
She can get a little bonus.
Yeah.
Exactly, a nonprofit.
I tell you what, I think the best thing I saw all week was the wedding photo from Ahmad Rashad's wedding,
Oh.
where his groomsmen were Bill Cosby and O.J. Simpson. Like that was the best thing I've ever seen.
What are you talking about?
Ahmad Rashad, his groomsmen at his wedding were O.J. Simpson and Bill Cosby.
What's wrong with that?
I think it's just great.
Okay.
Like what is he hiding? So he flies low. He stays under the radar.
I mean, that's
keeps
probably his
mouth
homies.
shut.
He probably ain't hiding of it.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's something going down.
There we go.
He knows. Ahmad Rashad knows everything, bro.
Yeah.
Yo.
He knows everything, bro.
Take this little cute pill.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but he stay quiet. That's why I don't say nothing. He stay quiet.
I'm good, Bill.
Yeah.
I'm good.
little pudding pop.
You gotta watch him, man.
Yo, after OJ did it, he probably went to, yo, Ahmad, you know I did that shit, right?
Last weird story before we head into sports. Y'all heard about Ike Turner Jr.?
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Ike Turner Jr. I feel bad for him, but I mean it's a lifetime worth of bad for that boy. So the cops pulled him over, and they said that he reportedly tried to eat all of the crack cocaine that he
Oh,
Oh, I
crazy.
didn't.
That's crazy.
I heard the story. I didn't know it was Ike Turner.
that he had in his car, son.
Yeah.
Only person I know to do that shit was Rick James. And
Cocaine's a hell of a
Word.
drug.
he did it. He survived. I don't know if it was crack though. It was something else probably.
Yo,
but
they
he's
Probably
crazy.
wasn't crack.
He
bro.
ate it.
Probably wasn't
He ate
crack.
it.
Probably was pure cocaine. That he
Yo,
was
it probably
trying to eat,
was.
So
which
now,
is even worse.
so now, did he try to eat or he actually ate it?
They said tried to eat.
Okay. I wish he would have ate it. I
So
would
they
like to see the
probably
outcome.
they probably got to him before he actually completed the
Yeah.
task.
I would have liked to see what the outcome was if he ate it.
That's crazy, man. You gotta relax.
What?
I mean, being that, can we talk about the other thing about
Yeah,
About what?
talk about it.
Bunter hiding?
Oh yeah.
Why? What are we talking about with Hunter Biden?
I mean, I didn't see it.
The man got off. There's nothing to hide. He got off with a slap on the wrist and a fine after the Republicans have been saying for 6 years, Hunter, we're gonna get him. That laptop, we want it.
Have you seen the pictures?
We want, of course. He's wild,
Oh yeah.
but that ain't got nothing to
He's
do
a
with his
wild
dad.
boy.
He's a wild boy.
Yeah.
He's a wild boy.
I like the party.
Yeah, he's a wild. He lied about something on his gun application. He ain't paying his taxes. He wild. He crazy, but he's not a criminal. He's just crazy.
Just a crackhead. Okay.
Yeah, he's just crazy.
Crackhead with a gun.
That's all it is.
All right. Very well.
Yo,
Just
imagine
crazy.
going to a Hunter
Succession.
Biden
Gotta love
party,
it.
bro.
That's all it is, bro. Like when you rich like that, you
Bro.
just
Probably those dope parties.
facts.
Yeah. Probably those dope
What's the name
at
of
the
that
parties.
movie?
That's
He
all.
probably throws dope
Like
dope
Project
parties.
Yeah, Project X.
He
Parties,
probably
bro.
throws dope parties.
He does Project Ecstasy.
Yeah.
Word. You just show up and it's like lines waiting for you, bro.
Call it the anthill party.
Jesus. Imagine you just walk in the door. Here's a line for you. Line for you.
Nah. Screw a line. Just run through the anthill.
Remember the Salt
Run through
Hills
it.
back in Jamaica?
Yeah. Just run through it. You know what I mean? Everybody comes through. Just
Oh, you see
go.
this cloud of dust.
They got Olympics in the house. Go. Shoot. Everybody covered
They
in
shooting
dust.
their gun off like it's a race.
Yeah, exactly. And what's coming out of the gun is cocaine.
That's fire.
They call it the cocaine bullet.
Yeah.
Word. That's
I mean,
fire.
cocaine drinks. Like, I mean, cocaine cigarettes. They got
The
everything's.
words "pow" come up.
Yeah. Everything is doused in cocaine.
Wonder what I gotta do to go to one of these Hunter Biden parties, bro.
No,
That'd be
He's
dope.
out. You can call him.
Dope.
He's not going to jail. So
He outside.
he outside.
Word.
He gonna be.
They probably throwing a party right
In
now.
fact.
Facts.
I got away with a party. It's lit.
Watch
Hunter.
it. Monday you gonna see photos of him on the news.
We in Maui.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Look, man. When you're a parent and you got a kid that's a complete screw up, what are you gonna do?
You
There's
own it.
nothing you can do,
Yo,
right? There's
imagine-
nothing you can do.
You own it.
Imagine-
His father is the president of the United States.
Right.
Imagine his
And he don't
conversation
even
right
care. He don't even care. So listen, Pop, I understand that you're the most powerful man in America right now. But I still got to do this cocaine. You understand that, right?
If anything,
I still have to take these women from Vietnam. You know that, right?
he probably got that pure, just the pure
Yes.
cocaine. You getting that military shit through the military.
That Escobar.
He getting that Frank Lucas. That's what he getting.
Yeah.
Like,
that
he-
blue.
Yeah.
Escobar
The
blue
blue
magic.
he
magic.
getting that
bro.
blue magic.
Blue magic.
Facts.
That's what he getting. He's
Oh,
he
man.
telling his father, listen, I understand that you got a lot of stuff going on, right? There's a lot of bills that need to be passed. But listen, the only bill that needs to be passed in my life is the one that's doused in cocaine. Okay? That's the only.
And
That's the
going
only
up my nose.
yeah, exactly.
Word,
So,
right?
Pop, I understand that you got a lot of pressure on you. I gotta be me. Okay? So
You know what? I think when you get to that point of Hunter Biden, you don't even use money to snort. You just put your face in
that's
it.
it.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
like Tony Montana.
Or you, like you say, you whatever
Tony
woman you
Montana.
with, you just throw her into the cocaine and then you snort it off her.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's many ways to do it.
You know what? Probably like get a clean shaven down there. Use the cocaine, make a runway,
I wouldn't do that.
and just
I wouldn't do
I've
that.
seen, I've seen,
Right?
I've
That's too
seen
much.
that done before.
That's
actually.
fire.
I've
That's too
seen
much.
that done.
that's fire, bro.
Because you can cause a lot of issues down there. A lot of that's like a numbing agent.
And then you could go for hours. Won't feel anything.
Fang Cosby.
Yeah, facts. Facts. That is definitely Fang Cosby.
Fang
Like,
Cosby.
yo.
Fenglued.
Word, bro.
This episode is definitely not getting monetized. You know?
Oh,
that,
nah,
right?
it's over.
just,
I thought we were done with that anyway.
huh?
I thought we were done with that.
We?
You said, you know, I don't even care about it anymore. You said that. Those words came out of your mouth.
Nah.
They did.
There's no documentation of that.
You said, I ain't like we're pay for it anyway.
There's no doubt. I just maybe I said that to not make you guys feel guilty about compromising my monetization.
Oh, I have no guilt. Okay. Say what I say. Stand by it.
Yeah, I know. Chili cares though.
No, it doesn't.
I'm quiet.
He does. He cares. He cares. After the break, we'll talk about some Zion news. There's more. It's an update after the break.
Yo, it's your man DJ G Money from that Flip the Script podcast. You see it? We in the studio right now. Flip, shut up. Yeah. Oh, listen. Shout out to the All Even podcast. My man Barry Grant Jr. What's up, man? What happened? What you want to say to the people?
Shout out somebody else's podcast?
Yeah, don't get the joint. What's up?
All even.
All Even podcast.
Yo, it ain't even up here, boy. We put this, yo, what's up, man? All even. Yo, you, oh my God. What's up with you, man? Now you gonna, that's a shout out, you keeping this?
Yeah, keep all that. You want to jump in
All
the
Even
camera?
podcast, right?
Yeah, All
Shout out
Even.
to All Even podcast, right? All Even? That's your man?
My man.
All right, shout out to All Even podcast.
100%. He cool. Is he cool? Let me see. Is he cool?
G. What is it, G? Oh. Shout out, G.
Oh. Cool, man.
Welcome back, y'all. Zion Williamson update. That bitch crazy. She's crazy. Listen, it was a joke before. It's starting to get a little sad now because she said before her Twitter got blocked, right? Or was suspended, right? That she's gonna release the tapes that she has of them having whatever sexual things, right? She's gonna release all of them. Now, the latest update is that she got a tattoo of Zion's name on her face. Yes. Go check your phone.
Oh man.
Jimmy Super Intern was over here looking at it. She made this whole like sensual OnlyFans video about it. That she in the tattoo spot getting the tattoo on her stupid face.
That's crazy.
What part of it,
Right here on the jawline.
That's wild, bro.
Bro,
How big is this Z?
go look. Go look.
I gotta see this, bro.
So it's like,
That's
first off, let's unpack the first part of it, right? Her saying that she gonna release the sex tapes. Doesn't she not know that Zion's lawyer is probably telling Zion, yeah, this is good for you. Because you know why? That's what they call that, revenge porn? That's revenge porn.
That's crazy, bro.
So
Wait,
I don't know if somebody's not advising this girl or she just that dumb. She got that much idiot brain. But you releasing that, you gonna be in big trouble.
It wasn't even done tastefully. It's just like,
And her
Zion.
and her putting that on her face, Rose going tune her up, man.
You seen Rose throw them hands before.
Rose gonna tune her up.
I seen Rose beat the brakes off
that's
somebody.
crazy, bro.
That shit is really real like that.
That might fix her face. 'Cause I think she had like a man face, like to be
She still does.
like.
She put it on that manly jaw. It's just only gonna bring more attention to the man structure of the jaw.
Not for
Right.
nothing. Like mentally, these people are so unstable.
Well,
Like,
facts.
like
We mean these people. Elaborate.
her, this girl, whatever her name is. I don't know. Like, why is she doing that? Whatever happened to her, happened to her. You don't need to keep going
Because you know what it is?
to make it worse.
People-
Making it worse for her.
People are addicted to the attention.
That exactly.
And that's the worst
Because
part.
from the first tweet that she released, right? And she started going, she kept going. What has been the story for the last 2 weeks? We've talked more about Zion's off the court BS than his production on the court in the last 2 weeks.
The crazy thing is, she was like
the biggest soap
saying
opera.
that if the Pelicans don't trade him, she's gonna release the video. Like,
Right.
what?
Like, who are you?
It's wild, bro.
Do it.
Do it.
Right.
That's not gonna hurt him.
At all.
I mean, the worst thing about it is she's not going to be able to afford what he wants. That's,
Because the thing, like I said, if she releases it, right,
So if
he's
decides
going to sue her.
I mean, he
Right.
could press charges and all that stuff, but if he tries to sue her, she's going to try to backdoor it.
There's no, but you can't backdoor that.
Nah.
If
But
you're,
yeah,
because
it
you,
was leaked.
because the evidence is already there that you said that if they don't do this, this is what's going to happen. That's a threat.
Right.
So she's cooked.
Technically,
But-
can't
She's an
he sue her
idiot.
for conspiracy right now?
This is
Sue
her.
her for what though?
Conspiring.
I mean, for what though? What is she gonna give him?
I guess.
Bro, this is her
Freedom?
I tell you what, she gonna have to slob a lot of knob to pay that man back.
Zion is
She
her
already
come
does.
up, bro. That's it. You missing it. That's her come up. There's no way around that.
She's
shit.
not letting that
She's
go.
not letting
bro.
that shit go. She's
not
not
letting
catching
that go.
another Zion. You bugging.
That's why she's fighting so hard because she's not letting that go.
She's gonna
bro.
catch a big L, bro.
No, she's catching a big L because now you can get a nice little restraining order against
But
her.
see, the thing is too, when she was going through all of that nonsense, doing all of that stuff on social media, I think she had released a text where he's trying to tell her, yo, you gotta chill out, man. You gotta relax. So he's still simping it over there,
Right.
rather than telling her, listen, if you don't stop, I'm gonna pull up over there and you
But,
simping.
you know, I would never hate on another man's game. Like,
He ain't got none.
but exactly, like Zion looked like he was a virgin until he
He ain't got none.
got to college type joint. You know what I'm saying?
I don't dispute that. Cause his whole Oompa Loompa
Right.
swag that he got is just
He walks like a Goomba.
yeah. Oompa Loompa
Yeah.
Oompa.
Doo-doo,
With that stupid
Yeah.
and he must got the worst fit in the NBA.
hmm
I don't know I don't know if he shops at Metropolitan or something on the Ave. That looked like that was a Metropolitan fit that he had on with the mustard turtleneck.
Oh man,
Nah,
Wildin'.
and that earring gotta go, bro.
they all got to do. They all got to put on brand names to be fly. They can't just get fly.
I like that boy. What's his name? Grady Dick or some shit like that.
Yo, I gotta give it to him, bro. He
I ain't
came
gonna
out
hold you, I was
swaggy,
creative,
bro.
He came up talking his shit.
Bro,
I ain't
he's
gonna lie.
swaggy
I'll give him that.
Swaggy.
for what
He
it
tried.
was, bro.
He get a T for trying. So.
Facts. I give him that.
He
Swaggy.
tried some new shit.
That's his shit. Like, I ain't gonna hate on that man's swag. Like, he came out like he owned it.
Yeah, better
He
than anything
owned it,
Zion
bro.
did.
He
That's
owned
real.
it. I would never dress like that, but he owned it.
Ran that shit.
I see.
Toronto.
Word. He said
Moving
he
on.
want to chill with Drake.
NBA draft. So they call it the Wemby draft. Victor Wembanyama goes 1. Brandon Miller goes 2. Scoot Henderson goes 3. Dame still is in Portland. I don't know if you guys watched the draft or heard anything about it, but thoughts on Wembanyama? You think that he's going to be the next Duncan, the next Robinson, the next LeBron? What are your thoughts?
I don't see it now. Like, I feel like it's one of those things. He's gonna have to prove it to me because I don't see it. He looks he's too soft. Like, first
You mean frail?
I'm sorry. Yes, let me rephrase that. He's too frail.
Yeah.
Like, these guys gonna be bumping him out the way. Like, I get it. He's tall. He's, you know, he could shoot. He could do this. He got moves. I give it to him, but he's just too frail, bro.
Mm. What about you, Chili? What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to gain some weight, get a little stronger.
He doesn't believe in gaining weight.
So where they come from, they don't have to. Nobody's big on that side of town.
Yeah, I mean,
But
because
when you come into like,
they eat a lot of frogs and stuff. Sorry. Go ahead.
when you come to America, naturally they talk about weightlifting and all this stuff. So he's gonna have to keep up with the times.
We got to introduce him to some MSG, some goddamn gluten.
Right.
You know
Or
what I mean?
inject-
Little Chinese food.
Yeah, a little bit of something. You know what I'm
creatine.
saying?
Food.
Bioengineered food. Like, you need to get some of that.
Or introduce him to Moriah Mills. Listen, here's my take on Mr. Victor Wembanyama. I agree with you that yes, he does look a bit frail. That's not my biggest problem with him because you know Kevin Durant has made a career of being one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen, and Kevin Durant's not a big guy,
But
right?
he had attitude.
Yes, but Wembanyama is he's a very polished 19-year-old. Like when he speaks well, he's very articulate. There's a confidence that he has about him that I like. You know what I mean?
Mm.
The problem that I have is that physics never ever lie. They don't. You can be able to question it. You can be able to say, how does, but it doesn't lie. 7'4" normally comes with foot problems. Body's not supposed to stretch that high, right? So when you're that agile, mobile, he can do step back, jump shots, and dribble, and all of this other stuff, right? At the end of the day, he's 7'4", and his feet, he's already has some foot problems. Normally, big guys, that are that tall have foot problems. So
KD,
if he can, well, KD is not that tall, right? KD is 7 feet tall, but when KD got into the league, KD was like 6'9". He grew to 7 feet. This guy is 7'4" at 19. He possibly may grow another. He may grow another inch or two.
Right.
So that's the problem. Is that I don't know if he's gonna be able to avoid the foot problems. If he does, if he can stay healthy, then we'll see. But that's my biggest concern, is that the potential is out the roof for him to be like a megastar. But if he ends up being injury prone, this might be one of the biggest like what if stories in sports history.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that the Spurs shouldn't have took him. You have to take him, right? But there's a huge risk with a guy that tall that he's going to have some foot ailments. It just comes with the territory. Physics.
Feet, knees.
That's just,
Yeah.
What was the kid name?
Who?
Well, he's not that caliber player, but when he came into the league,
Greg
same thing,
Oden?
he looked like Greg Oden.
You got Greg Oden. You
Yeah.
have 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿 that had
Going
foot
just
problems.
like that.
There's a whole bunch of people that have that tall. You're going to have some foot problems. Shaq was a big dude, right?
Yeah,
but
big
he
stuff.
wasn't. He's not 7'4". It's a difference.
But the thing is, Shaq didn't move the way he moves either.
Right.
Shaq was more of like
Shaq was more of a
inside game.
plotting,
No outside
Right.
game.
right? Exactly.
Right.
Well, when Shaq came into the league, he was more mobile and stuff
Mhm.
like that. But even still, he was more
right.
inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, this kid is on the perimeter, taking step backs and jump
Right.
shots and dribbling. Like, it's a lot more starting and stopping and stuff like that. So, that's what bothers me or concerns me about him, is that he may be the guy, but
He's one ankle roll away.
Yeah.
From
Nah, that's a fact.
he's
Yeah,
one Liz Frank injury from being Wemby's out 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
we'll see. But my guy is Scoot Henderson. I think Scoot Henderson is going to be the generational player in this draft. Charlotte, they took Brandon Miller to pair with LaMelo Ball. Scoot Henderson is now in Portland. I've talked about Portland ad nauseum in regards to what they need to do with Dame. So they keep the pick. Dame is still there. I'm hearing rumors that Dame hasn't spoken to the Blazers in regards to what their plans are, and it's just like, y'all are playing this posturing game. Just part ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like living with a girl or whatever it is, and y'all not talking. And it's like the elephant in the room is like, you have to part ways at some point, but you're not talking to that
Right.
person. You're not. It's like, what's the point? Just have the conversation, split, and go about your way.
Well, the thing is, at this point, I don't see who they could get in the free agency that would make them really a contender.
There's nothing they can do. It's like what I said. There's nothing that Portland can do to make them a viable championship team with Dame.
Right.
They have to get rid of him. Not Dame say, hey, I want to get traded. No, they got to come to him and say, yo, Dame,
Right.
we're going to move you. Where do you want to go? That's it. Because you can be able to rebuild with Scoot, with Anthony Simons that they got, with Shaden Sharp that they got, all the young kids that they got over there.
Mhm.
You can go ahead and rebuild with that. You're Portland. The Portland fans are going to be fine.
Right.
They'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? They've seen rebuild for decades. They'll be all right. So, that's my thing with them.
I've never heard of a Portland Trail Blazers fan. Like, I guess you have to be like in Portland.
You gotta be out there. Yeah, that's true. Like, you never see nobody in New York be a Portland fan.
Never.
The Blazer fan.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Everybody likes Damian Lillard,
Right.
Because he's a good basketball player. But
you have never heard somebody say, "I'm a Blazers fan. I love the Blazers."
nobody was
Loved
checking on
Blazers fire
from Lincoln.
Who, Sebastian? There wasn't nobody checking for him.
Only thing good out of there was only thing good out of Portland was like the Oregon Trail.
Nah,
and the Nike store.
They've had some great players over their time, though. But I've never,
They got some joints out there too.
I've never really seen
in Beaverton, Oregon.
I've never really seen a Portland fan, to be honest with you. That's actually a good point.
Adrian Broner he's from Cincinnati.
So the Bradley Beal trade happened after this pod last week. Thoughts?
Hey man,
Thoughts?
kudos to Miami, bro.
Kudos to Miami.
I'm sorry, say that back.
To Phoenix.
Yes, Phoenix. I'm sorry. Kudos to.
So you think Phoenix won the trade? This is your opinion. I'm not trying to sway you.
No, I'm being honest. I think that was a good pickup for them.
Okay.
Without a doubt, it was definitely a good pickup.
What about you, Chili?
I don't have much input on that one, that situation. But he's a good player. It is what it is.
I'd rather have him than Chris Paul.
What about you, Claude?
I don't know. I think it goes somewhere better.
The Wizards won though.
That's my thing. I think the problem that everybody's having is that people who are casual fans, right? They're just gonna see the name, say, "Oh, Bradley Beal is with Kevin Durant, Booker, and Ayton. Oh, it's great. You're gonna win." This ain't 2K.
Yeah, that's
right. That's not the way basketball works. And the thing is, they're now what you call under the new CBA a second apron team. What that means is they are not going to have the same luxuries that some other teams will because they're way over the cap threshold now. So which means that they're not going to have like a mid-level exception to use, a mini mid-level, a biannual exception, all of these things that you can have via free agency because they're so high over the cap threshold. All they're going to have now is is veteran minimums to sign to fill out their team. What players are you getting with the vet men to be able to actually consistently have a good team or good roster? That's the problem.
Right.
So they're going to have these 3 guys plus Ayton and a whole bunch of dudes off the street. That's not right now. They're still not better than Denver.
The thing about it is though, even if they had kept Chris Paul and didn't do the trade, they would have still been in the same situation.
Yeah.
So all they did was just swap the player out.
Right.
Same situation.
Right, because the thing is, you're putting 3 guys together that are injured all the time. There's who's the leader? Who's the leader?
In theory, Kevin Durant should be, but he'll never take that.
We don't do theories here. Right. We're not scientists. Right. We're not scientists.
He's not a leader.
They have no leader, and on top of that too, none of them play defense.
Right.
None of them play defense. So I would love to know how it's gonna work.
They about to find some.
Love to know how it's gonna work.
Some cheap, hard defenders.
Where? Home Depot? Where you gonna find it at? Where you gonna find that?
Bro, they got to go find Meta World Peace.
Yeah, they got to call Rasheed Wallace out all the time. He's like, I know you coaching right now. You want to play though?
To the 90s, Ben Wallace. We need you.
They might go find Lance Stevenson.
You wait. They're gonna find mad old players off the scrap heap that you haven't heard from in a while.
They about to go to the big 3.
They G League team about to be lit.
I wouldn't mind a Lance Stevenson.
They're right. They might call Lance Stevenson.
Right. So I wouldn't mind that.
They might call Dwight Howard.
I wouldn't mind a Lance Stevenson though, bro.
They might call Dwight Howard. There's no bag to get. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's no bag to get.
Dwight Howard is not coming back, bro.
You watch.
Well, he'll come back.
No way.
But he just wants to get paid.
Yo, if Dwight Howard come back, he's gonna bring some of his teammates that he got with him now. He's like, nah, listen, it's a package. You want me? You got to bring some Asians.
Yeah.
So
they'll give Dwight Howard the bulk of the vet men, and they'll give the Asians the $6.
Right.
That's what they'll do and fill out the roster. Like it's just what it is. They don't have an adequate structure to be able to put a winner out there. They don't. But moving on to the one that, how much time we got to go? Okay, so I can get to my spiel now. So, last week, you see, in the last couple of weeks, I've been pleading to Rob Pelinka, don't do this. Don't do it. Don't even think about getting Chris Paul. Don't do it. Send him to the Clippers. Send him anywhere. Finally, the basketball gods have granted me like a gift. They said, listen, a lot of pressure you've had over the last few years. Lakers have sucked. Anthony Davis looks terrible. LeBron James is upset with him. Like, now I'm going to give you something. Give you something to be happy about. Chris Paul is a Golden State Warrior. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Because I've spoken to many Golden State fans, and they're such frauds. Such frauds, right? So, I had this one fan, he's like, yeah, he used to hear me say Black Cat Paul, laugh, right? Hey, it's funny because it's true. All of a sudden now, Black Cat Paul's on his team. Oh, yeah, we good, man. We going to be great.
Yeah, until
y'all traded
Curry's injured.
Right. Y'all traded a 25-year-old.
I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with
You traded a 25-year-old for a 38-year-old point guard. Let's think about it. And you gave up 2 picks.
Right. It's crazy.
So let's think about how this is going to work, right? Curry's the point guard. Where's Chris Paul play?
Bench.
Chris Paul has never come off the bench in his life. So you're going to have him try to play the Jordan Poole role? Chris Paul is not a scorer. So if you had Jordan Poole as your 6th man because he was a guy that can be able to fill it up at times, right? Chris Paul is not that. How's it work? Then if you're going to get Draymond back, you possibly may have Draymond and Chris Paul on your team for a combined $55 million a year?
I still think Draymond is gonna leave, bro.
Nah, I don't think so.
Really? I don't
think so. And I told y'all about the GM, Michael Dunleavy Jr. Bob Myers steps down, and the first move he makes is what? Chris Paul? That's your first move?
Idiot brain.
Yep. That's space.
I think Steph leaving, bro.
No, he's not. Steph will never leave Golden State. Steph is going to be the new mayor of Golden State once he retires.
I think Draymond's going to leave, bro.
It's possible, but I don't see it, but it's possible. But all I'm saying is that this...
He's not leaving.
It doesn't fit.
Accord.
He's going to the Lakers.
It doesn't... I don't want that.
I'm just telling you, Draymond's going to be on the
Why?
Lakers.
Because he's best friends with LeBron? Don't read those tea leaves, though. Don't do that. Don't be the...
Where else would you see Draymond going?
He can go anywhere.
Golden State. He's not going nowhere, bro.
He's going to Golden State. That's where he's going. Exactly.
He's not going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere, bro.
He's not.
His value outside of Golden State is not as high.
Unless they decide to trade him.
What he does for that team and that organization, he's not going to be able to do for somebody else.
Damn sure ain't going to get the money that he's getting in.
Now, he'll probably get the money from somebody else. Like if a team like Sacramento wants him, they'll pay him what he wants. If a team has cap and they say, hey, we believe that Draymond could be able to put this together, they'll pay him. But his value outside of Golden State is not that high. It's not. His value is way higher to them than it is to anybody else. So it's just a basketball fit. But for this Chris Paul thing, I'm telling you, Steph Curry hasn't had ankle problems in almost a decade. I'm just saying. Listen, I've seen things happen, Chili. Guys trip on air around Chris Paul. Blake Griffin jumping over cars and all of a sudden he tearing ACLs and stuff. Yeah. I've seen things happen. I'm just saying. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, y'all better just don't do anything this summer. Don't do anything. Just don't play no pickup games. Don't do nothing. Don't even play basketball outside with your children. Don't do it. The Black Cat is here. And all the Golden State fans, they're going to see. They're going to see. I am that guy. Like I said, I'm Russell Case. I'm Russell Case for Independence Day. I keep trying to tell them, and they don't want to hear it. It's true. He's a jinx. They even had an interview, right? They showed him on an interview, and the guy asked him, how's it feel to get traded to the Warriors? And he's had this look on his face like, I'm excited. I'm excited. And I'm just like, there it is. There it is. He already put the thin air curse on them. He already did it.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
So he's a part of what commercial? The State Farm?
Huh?
Nah, he's a part of the wrong commercial.
What is it?
He's Mayhem.
Yo,
He's
facts.
really Mayhem.
Facts.
They got
That's
him
a
in the
bar.
wrong.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
Yeah, I see what you
Change
did
his
there.
commercials.
That's a bar. That's what he should be. That's a bar. He's definitely the mayhem guy.
Right.
I'm telling you.
I'm just shooting in my driveway.
Listen, all I'm saying is that I'm not wishing for it to happen, right? I'm not wishing for anybody to get hurt. But if it does happen, I am not going to be the one to break it on the show. It's going to be one of you three. Okay? Because that's what's going to make it funny. Like, yo, B, you called it, and I'm just going to sit here. Just going to sit here. It's coming.
On today's news.
Yeah. It's coming.
Not me.
Just, I can't believe it. I couldn't believe that Golden State would actually make that trade.
Oh, man.
And it was like really unnecessary.
What was the point? You got a point guard already.
Right.
So now they got to decide what they're going to do with if Clay's going to stay.
And mind you, Curry's not even young. If Curry was like 27, you want to have somebody mentor him or something like that. He's 35.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Golden State fans, don't come after me. I'm telling you. When somebody goes down, when Steve Kerr has back issues and he can't get off the bench, don't say I didn't tell you. All right? Don't say I didn't tell you that someone's going to go down. After the break, we have some more trades that are going on. Yeah, some Westbrook stuff too. I got to get at him after the break.
Yo, this is 𝐥𝐤𝐬𝐷 and 𝐥𝐤𝐬𝐷. I want to give a shout out to my boy Barry for leaving podcast. Keep doing your thing, bro. Killing it.
Marcus Smart gets traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. Kristaps Porzingis is on his way to Boston. They got some other ancillary pieces going to Washington. Washington just getting draft picks and collecting stuff. Great. Washington wins again. I'm going to ask, who y'all think won a trade? Carl, go ahead. Based on the information that you know about certain players, who you think won the trade?
Grizzlies.
You think the Grizzlies won?
Why not?
Okay, because you believe that Marcus Smart can be able to help them, right? Especially because Ja's out.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 right? Fang?
Washington Wizards.
Wizards win the trade, but let's just talk. Let's keep Washington out of it, and let's just put it to Boston or Memphis.
Boston.
Boston wins the trade.
Yes.
Okay, why?
I'd rather have Porzingis than Smart.
So you think Porzingis makes them a championship team?
I don't think he makes them a championship team, but they will get further with him than Smart.
Okay, fair. Like that.
No,
What about you, Chili?
I think Boston then becomes a championship team.
So you think Boston becomes a perennial championship team with this move?
What Porzingis? Yeah, I mean Porzingis, like not for nothing, like the type of basketball that he plays, and put him actually into that role where everybody fits together. I think he would mesh well with them.
Okay, like your answers. Now I'm gonna have to bring the hard truth, Pauls. Porzingis, he was on Washington, right? Averaged 23 points a game. Kudos to him. Averaged 22 points a game on a bad team. A lot of players can do that. You look good on a bad team. Do you guys remember where Porzingis came from prior to going to Washington?
Dallas.
There you go, Dallas. So he was with one of the premier superstars in the NBA on one of the biggest stages in the NBA and fell miserably flat. You're putting him in Boston, one of the biggest media markets outside of Los Angeles and New York. Title town is what they call Boston.
I mean, look.
So it's like if you come here, the expectations is to win.
He gonna do the same thing.
Not to be able to make excuses as to why your ass is sitting on the bench in street clothes or why your 7'3" ass just shoots jump shots all day and you can't average more than 7 rebounds in a season. Those particular things are going to be elevated in Boston. So I agree with you that they got a little better. Problem is that you now have Porzingis, who's a 7'3", very fragile big man, right? Who doesn't necessarily play his position too well. You have Jason Tatum, who's a high volume player that tends to turn the ball over a lot and makes bad decisions. You have Jaylen Brown, who's pretty much the same thing as Jason Tatum, and they're about to pay him $295 million. So those things is what concerns me, because I don't see them being any better because they still don't have a point guard. They needed Chris Paul. I had said that. Chris Paul would have put that thing together because he's a traditional point guard that can be able to set people up, put them in situations where they can be able to succeed. That's what Boston needs. They need a regular, standard issued point guard, not somebody who's going to go out there and try to get 25 points a game. Guy that's going to get you 13 and 9. That's what they need. Solid guy that can be able to hit open shots. So Boston, I give them a C. Memphis, they get a D-. They get a D- because here's the thing. Did you know that Marcus Smart, in his 9-year career, only has 3 seasons where he shot the ball over 40%? So what that means is that he's inefficient. But every time you see Marcus Smart play, what is he doing? Jacking threes, shooting shots. He's not efficient. So that's why Boston struggled so much against teams that had stable point guards, because those point guards knew exactly what their role is. Marcus Smart doesn't. So now you're going to put Marcus Smart on the Memphis Grizzlies. They traded Tyus Jones, and Tyus Jones was the backup to Ja, which he was a very good backup point guard. He actually was the one that stabilized that team and made them good when Ja Morant missed a lot of time. Every time Ja missed time, Tyus Jones came in there and won games. They have a plus winning record when Ja's hurt or he's not in the lineup. Why do you think that is? Because you have a good point guard to be able to man the ship. You now put Marcus Smart there. He's not a point guard. And he can't shoot. And he doesn't pass. So you replace Dylan Brooks with Marcus. They replaced Dylan Brooks with Marcus Smart.
It's crazy.
They got worse. The Grizzlies got worse. And I've never seen a player that has gotten more praise than Marcus Smart for being inefficient. Anybody else that shoots the ball at 37% would get trashed. They would call him trash, rubbish. You can't play. Marcus Smart hustles. Good effort. Explain. The man shot I think his 3-point percentage was like 32% last year. But he keeps shooting them.
It's crazy.
Let it fly.
He's a career 30% 3-point shooter.
So like idiot brain is just going all around the league right
now.
now.
But people just believe the hype. Like when you create a reputation for yourself of being a hard-nosed defender, they will kind of like ignore everything else. They'll ignore everything else. If you're a great scorer, right? Put up 35 points a game, but you are a horrible defender, they'll never talk about it. They'll just talk about how many buckets you get. That's the problem.
Well, when I say idiot brain is like going around the league, like when you look at these trades, like what are these people thinking?
I don't think they are thinking
bad trades right now. A lot.
But they think it's good. And that's why they tend to lose their jobs after a few years. When the owner actually pays attention to where his money's going. Because a lot of these billionaire owners don't know what the hell's going on.
Right.
Until they realize, $40 million for who? What? Who's this guy? Explain. Oh, well, we tried to get you on the phone, but couldn't get you. So
that's his son.
Yeah.
Say, son, do you know who this guy is?
Not a clue, Dad.
He's a bum.
Right.
He's like, well, I just spent $50 million on this bum.
That's exactly what it is.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Yeah. Justin Timberlake over here signing off on Marcus Smart trades. Get out of here. Get out of here. What you know about basketball?
Right.
Sure, what? It's terrible. So this is my problem, is that Memphis got worse, Boston got a little better, and Washington out here fleecing everybody.
Yo,
They out here fleecing
Right.
everybody.
Jordan gone. They got 1,000 picks. Like, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, they got Jordan Poole. They got all these young players. Now they good. They can be as bad as they want to be
Mm-hmm.
for years to come and stack all them picks and get good players.
the old Clippers.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. They'll be better than the Clippers. Don't do that.
The Sixers did that shit for
Exactly.
a while.
Trust the process.
The Wolves did that shit for a minute.
Mad teams did it. Mad teams did it. So, moving on, that the Clippers are rumored to be shopping Waldo George. You know what that is? Paul George. They're rumored to shop Waldo George. So, rumor is that they're thinking about splitting up the duo of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. And I'm just like, what took you so long? Two guys that are often injured, can score when they are out there, but when are they ever out there? And the Knicks were rumored to want Waldo George, but that rumor kind of died down a bit too.
Thank God.
I'm not surprised by that, though.
Knicks are desperate. They don't want anybody.
They need something to keep the lights on.
You got Jalen Brunson.
That's all we got.
Yeah, that's it.
And Obi. I like Obi. They don't even use
Obi
Obi.
rebounds.
I ain't playing on their level though.
Listen,
They're not playing on their level.
if you who the Knicks?
Yeah.
Listen.
Any one of us in this room could be a Nick.
So what are my thoughts about the Clippers? I think they are under a lot of pressure because they're opening that new building. And you don't want to open it with no one. So I don't think that they can be able to let go of Kawhi. They got to keep him because nobody really wants him in regards to his value. So I think the only person that they can trade is Paul George. And there was rumors that Portland wanted him.
Yeah, Dane. I can see the Dane thing playing over
You know,
there.
but even that, that's still not going to make them any better.
Right.
They trade for Paul George. They're not better than Dallas. They're not better than the Lakers. They're not better than the Clippers. They're not better than Denver. They're not better than Phoenix. They're already like 6th or 7th. They're not better than the Kings.
No.
So now they're like still 7th, 8th. That doesn't make you that much better.
With the new arena, you need to get a showman. You need to get somebody who's a true scorer.
Yeah.
Like who's out there
That's the thing. And what assets do they have to be able to pull a player like that?
Right.
They don't have much. Clippers are screwed.
You'd have to get rid of Westbrook and Paul George to get somebody decent.
Well, Westbrook is a free agent, but here's my chance. So I saw this report or rumor that the Clippers want to retain Russell Westbrook. They want him back. Played well for them, right? Played well for them. You know, the Clippers fans embraced him. Hey, we don't like what the Laker fans did to you over there. You were wrongly accused of having this team be poor and bad and stuff. It wasn't all your fault. So we're going to take you. And he loved it, right? Embraced the Clipper Nation, all that stuff. All 5 fans of him, right? Well, the same Clippers rumored now to want him to take like a veteran minimum. So the man went from making $47 million to they're saying, listen, take a hometown discount and come play for the Clippers. I would love that to happen. I would. He would have to tuck his tail and take $6 and play for the Clippers. Because honestly, I don't see anybody else ponying up big money for Westbrook this summer. Maybe the Bulls. Maybe. Because Lonzo's out.
Done.
So maybe the Bulls, but there's not a lot of other teams that want him to be their starting point guard. So, I think he should take this.
Retire.
Just take the $6 and go, man. Stay with the Clippers with the $6.
I think he should just retire.
He's made enough money. He's all right. He's good.
Let him go, bro.
No, he can take the $6. I want him to take the $6, and when they still struggle, he can be like, damn, so I came back for this. I came back for at least you could have gave me some money if I'm going to lose. I'm taking $6 and we losing. It's rough. It's rough. But I love it. I love it. Love it. Misery loves company, Chili. Okay?
Yo.
If Russell Westbrook can stay miserable for the rest of his career, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. What you did to my Lakers will never be forgotten. I'll never forgive you. Never forgive you. Okay? Never. Never. Came in and destroyed my family.
Try to sabotage.
Yes. Remember that movie, the Hand That Rocks the Cradle? That was Westbrook.
Yo.
That was Westbrook. Came in there and destroyed the family. All right? That's what he did. Moving on. Larsa Pippen is the devil. She's the devil. There is reports or rumors that she's getting half of Scottie Pippen's retirement NBA money. So she out there. What's going on here?
Out there giving it to everybody and
There's
taking
some
every dollar she could get. She's not gonna marry
bro. There's some women
again.
out
She
there.
loses her half.
There's some women out there that just devils. Just won't stop.
You know what though? This is just
I think Jordan sent her.
Nah, outside looking in, like some of these women are like abused. Like maybe not physically, but emotionally, they're abused, bro. You got to let's be real.
Or they bored.
They're abused though.
They're not abused, bro. This is the plan the whole
Facts.
time. I know anybody.
She's a survivor.
Everybody knew what they was doing when I can watch. I got you. That's all this shit is. As soon as they met you in the club that night and you poured them that,
He knew where he met her at.
Yeah, but when you put that time in,
He knew where he met her at though.
They know what they doing.
Fang. It's not like he met her at church, or he met her at some flea market. He met her somewhere where he knew where she got down.
She could take some abuse though.
Allegedly.
Took a pounding.
Allegedly.
Took a pap smear, what?
No, she took a pounding.
Allegedly.
A pounding in the private parts.
Allegedly.
That back blowed out.
Right. Allegedly.
Think she liked it though?
Allegedly.
From who?
From Scotty.
Oh, the camel?
He beamed her up.
Hey, Scotty.
Beamed her up.
Scotty was out there wilding, but the fact that he got to cough up half of his retirement check, people.
He didn't.
He
didn't spit the camel loogie. That's why.
I don't like that. Man. I don't like that. I don't like that, bro. They gotta be a new rule that where if this is he played for the NBA, right? Helped the Chicago Bulls win 6 championships. Had a documentary of thrashing him and all that stuff, right? How is his NBA money a part of a settlement that she can get? He's playing on the court. I can understand that there's some other businesses that they want to go ahead and split or whatever. That's his NBA money.
How long were you together?
Like 20 years.
Come on. She got it. At that point, she's got to get a piece.
Of the NBA money?
Without a doubt.
What other money
You
was
don't
it?
listen. Yeah, you
He
don't
got all the
no,
money?
You don't think when he comes home, oh yeah, it's stressful out there. Whether she's like mentally supporting him, whether
you gotta relax.
I'm just being honest.
You spitting the dangerous narrative right now.
I can understand. No, being honest, I can understand if it was like
you spitting the dangerous narrative,
If it
fam.
was 5 years, something like that. But like, if she put that time in,
I don't like that.
It is what it is, bro.
What time you talking about? He doing all the work in the NBA.
20 years. 20 years, bro.
She home watching Jerry Springer.
It's more than that. It's more than that, bro. And like I'm the guy to stand up for the fellas, but in a situation like that, 20 years, there's more than that. Like she's entitled to that, bro.
She can get a third. She can't get half.
Do I think she needs all that? I don't think she needs it, but she's entitled to it.
Nah, son.
I don't think half would suffice. I would definitely feel that
a third.
A third
is more than fair.
Right. I believe
a quarter is pretty damn good.
More than fair.
I believe she's entitled to some of that retirement money. That much? Maybe not so.
So that's fine.
Kids are grown.
Yeah, kids are grown. At some point, you gotta be able to live your own damn life.
You know what they say? It's like you have to be able to maintain that same lifestyle.
Get an OnlyFans.
Be a foot listen.
Right. Nah, she ain't gonna be no foot model. She could do exactly what she doing.
I'll tell you right now.
On OnlyFans.
Why do you think Stedman is where he is in his relationship with Oprah?
They got an agreement.
And they should have had an agreement.
I don't think so.
I would have had, like I'm saying, like when you or like when you're at this fucking point in your life. Well, matter of fact, before that,
Listen.
like NBA money, you sign that prenup.
Here's my thing.
You sign that prenup.
I'm gonna go a step further. Thing. I think that I don't care if you're a millionaire or a thousandaire or you ain't got nothing. Prenups are needed.
Yeah.
Period. I'm not getting married to nobody unless they comfortable signing a prenup.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is what people don't understand about a prenup is that if we do split, you're still gonna get something. You just ain't gonna get what you think you're gonna get.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's more than fair. I'm not gonna leave you on the street. But you're not getting half of my, like, bro, I keep saying it. Look what they did to Russell Simmons. Look at him. It's crazy. The man was on the call, and you can read his lips. She took everything from me. That's what he said.
And then he made the Russ card.
Right.
Made up for that shit. Came right back on that bitch. Baby, you ain't getting this one.
Like, yo, Jeff Bezos divorced his wife. She was one of the Forbes top earners instantly. That ain't right. Ain't right. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Nicole, what do you think about that? You believe in prenups?
Not for half this guy's work.
Yeah. Nicole meets some bum on the street that she end up falling in love with, right? Nicole over here putting all her work in. He over here eating chips and stuff at home, not doing nothing. He want a divorce and get half. And Nicole guy called me to go drop the body off somewhere.
Well, also,
you know what I mean? Like, that's foul.
Like, and it all depends sometimes how the breakup was. Like, if you're out here gallivanting, dropping your joint off everywhere, it's gonna be some animosity. You're gonna really piss somebody off.
Yeah, but if it's in the NDA, if it's in the contract, just like Vince McMahon and Linda McMahon had it, then there ain't no problem.
Right. Well, you gotta have.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You gotta make sure that everything's in written agreement.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is like you may not, like, a woman may just be like, you know what? You took care of me. Da da da. We got a deal. Boom boom boom. And without a prenup, and then you do some dumb shit though. Like, all right, I'm taking you to the bank. Like, that's how sometimes, I'm not saying every case, but sometimes that's how it happens, bro.
Still make it right, though.
Hey.
What you about to say, Claus?
Fucking remember.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
So, yeah, that's my thing, man. Larsa Pippen needs to relax. All right? Scotty got money. He good. But come on now.
I think the best thing is, like, Future, though. That was the best thing ever.
What?
Because Scottie Pippen didn't want to take a picture with him, so he piped his wife.
Yeah.
That's the best thing ever, bro.
I don't like it. It's dirty business. All right.
Should have took the photo.
Dirty business out there. Don't like it. Well, he definitely did. He definitely should have took the photo though. Dirty business. Moving on. To my irrelevant news of the week.
You got to be kidding me! I mean, how do you watch the? I mean,
I forgot it this week. You should have reminded me. I definitely forgot. Next week.
That space. Man.
Yeah. It's space kicked in. It did. This is what they says. This is what they says. Y'all ready?
Yeah, that space is taking over you.
Nah. This is what they says. Listen. They said that if you watch too many crime docs, that it starts to alter your brain. You guys believe that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Completely.
Of all the things to pop now, you couldn't wait to the break?
I said that too.
I can't hear
it. Y'all believe that though?
Yeah. Yes. 100%.
Really?
Yeah, I know people that watch that shit before they go to bed every day.
Oh, the crime docs?
Yeah, crime docs or even Law and Order or anything. It's some wild ass traumatic situation before you go to bed.
So what do you think it does?
It's like PTSD.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make you paranoid?
Without a doubt. Like, think about it. Like, just all the stuff you hear on the news about stabbings on the train and people getting beat up on the train.
Right.
This shit's been going on for how long now?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's all over the place. People are afraid to take the train and this and like, it's PTSD.
Okay. What about you, Chili? You feel that way?
So I do. Like, I feel like if they watch those shows all the time, some people think they can get away with it, and then next thing you know, they try to do it. But that's on that aspect. A lot of people do get paranoid and feel like, oh, somebody's watching me. People get crazy with that. And nowadays, whatever they smoking, that makes it worse.
Wacky.
So you got people, you got people smoking things that they never smoked before, and they want to get crazy.
So y'all all agree that there's something there, right?
You know what else though?
What?
Like when we watch these types of shows and this idiot got caught. Why'd he do that? I would have did it this way. You're premeditated, like like
your psyche's all jammed up.
I'd like to tell y'all that all of you people are fucking wrong. Okay, y'all are all wrong. Because all I do is watch crime docs. All right? All I do is watch crime docs, and I'm not paranoid. I'm not trying to kill nobody out there. They're just interesting.
That's you.
They're just interesting. That's what I'm saying. I could be able to watch it and say, you know what, that's crazy, man.
So do not turn into the guy. You ever seen that what was it, Judge Mathis or one of the court shows? And he was like the court, not the court reporter, but the security guard.
Uh-huh.
And they were yo, this guy, hey.
Well, the guy who killed his wife.
There was a guy the guy wound up killing his wife, but the main of the best part of the story, they're like, hey, what's wrong with you? He was like, no, that guy's mean. He's crazy. And he said that about the I forget the court officer.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
And the next thing you know, he wound up killing his wife.
My thing is this, listen. If you got it in you, it don't matter what you watch. It don't matter what you watch.
Yo.
Listen.
Hey, yo, what the
Wow.
All I'm saying, you understand what I mean, okay? You understand what I mean? But yeah, that was wild. That was wild. All I'm saying is that if you're a psychopath, it don't matter what you watch. You'll be a psychopath. I'm not crazy. I could be able to watch people's stories and say, oh, that's a compelling story. It's kind of crazy, but hey. But I'm not paranoid to be like, oh my God,
the mind is very interesting. Things can be triggered,
Yeah.
The mind is. You ever see Mr. Brooks?
Yep.
That's sick. Everybody thought that dude was just living a normal life. Meanwhile, this guy was outside his mind.
Sociopath.
Yeah. You're a sociopath.
And the world will never knows what's behind those shades. There's a blank stare when he
very stoic.
Right.
Very stoic.
Yo, lights are on, nobody's on.
Yeah, very
bro.
stoic. I can admit that. I mean, it's possible. Who knows? Maybe I have to sit on the chair one day and you evaluate me. we can get to the bottom of it.
Let's extract out
Hey, yo, what the
we do know that cat people are sick.
You ever seen Cat People, the movie?
Yes.
It's creepy.
Yes. Cat people are sick.
You gotta relax. Okay? don't throw no narratives out there.
Hey,
all right?
Everyone
What do they
says
say
it.
about plant people?
What do
they say about plant people? Even sicker.
They say they're nurturers.
All you do is eat Burger King plant-based burgers.
No.
I don't like y'all.
I like
y'all are weird.
I like plants.
Y'all are weird.
They say plant people are nurturers.
Y'all are weird. Okay?
Nurturer.
Weird people. After the break, some more irrelevant news of the week.
He has changed the game, whether you like it or not. He's changed it. He's impacted the game in some fashion or form.
I'm gonna find a bar mitzvah for you to go to, and you gonna turn that motherfucker out.
Yeah, all the gals watching.
Crack 'em if you got 'em.
All the gals watching. Minus 6.
And I would like to formally welcome you to
Welcome.
Welcome.
And welcome the grid.
To the grid.
To the grid.
To the grid.
Welcome to the grid.
And welcome to the grid.
Welcome to the grid.
Welcome back, y'all. We are in irrelevant news of the week. Next story. Florida stripper hit with fraud charges for stealing $62,000 from boozed up customer after lap dance.
It's completely regular.
Yo.
That's normal to me.
That's every weekend.
Yo.
That's every weekend.
But she got charged though, is what I'm saying.
It's every weekend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's a
bro.
normal. That's a normal
I
occurrence.
think that's the only one you've been off about. Is it not even irrelevant? That is the most common news in Florida.
Florida and Georgia.
Especially Miami.
But I mean it's on point because it's still Florida though. Because Florida's nuts. Florida's nuts. So we've had this streak of just bad stuff that's been going on in Florida.
Florida itself.
That's all I'm saying.
Florida itself is irrelevant.
Right.
I'll give you that.
The whole state.
Right.
Now, all right. Let's talk about this. Go to the strip club, see some bad joint. You got some money on you. What is the cutoff to the point where I gotta come and put hands on you? You steal my money. Like how much is the cutoff? How much do you have to lose?
There's no cutoff.
I mean,
It's just like you try to steal from me.
So it could be $5.
Fuck yeah.
Stealing is stealing. If I was giving it to you, why would you have to take it?
Yeah, 62 grand, bro.
That's a lot of bread.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of wonder.
That's a lot. But like, how do you bring me the receipt? Like, with my receipt? And my card?
I don't even think it was a receipt though.
With my card.
'Cause I don't even think she stole it out of a. Is that what she?
She
Is that
sold herself?
Let me see what it
That's
is.
a possibility.
Cash out.
Says Florida stripper was hit with fraud charges stealing private VIP. Male victim was told that his dances and drinks were on the house as several women gyrated on him and gave him back-to-back shots of tequila.
So he paid with a credit card?
Yeah, they must have got his credit card, yeah. Co-workers kept the Mark's attention with bottles and booze as she worked on lifting his cell phone and wallet. So they distracted him, took his wallet, and then they went nuts.
But now, well, I guess that money goes to them. I guess, right?
Probably split it.
I thought the money just went to the club. It's a credit card.
No, she took the credit card and probably just started spending outside of the club.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's out. Yeah, she wild out.
Yeah. Next one. TikToker details cosmetic nightmare. Be careful who you go to. So you guys don't see this picture, but this TikToker went to go get Botox or surgery on her lips because that's the thing now where these girls believe that they need to have the Betty Boop lips or whatever it is, right? Yo, her shits look
I've seen them shit. They look wild.
Yes.
They're like two hot dogs.
Bro, it looked like two
Horizontal.
Nathan hot dogs on her face.
Horizontally.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo, you have to see this.
And
Bro.
she had to know to put like lip gloss on
Right.
her shit too. That shit
Right.
works.
Oh,
Mad glossed up.
That shit looks so
For what?
That's like putting the black magic on a tire.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mad armor on her shit.
Your swollen ass lips. Yo, you look wild.
Mad armor on her shit right now. Like, yo,
that's
what is wrong with these people? Like, if you gonna have surgery, go to the best. Like, don't try to cut corners because it's just like if you go and shop at IKEA and try to go get one of them cheap ass chairs. You know what's gonna happen when you bring it home? When it collapses on you, this is what you paid for. That's what I'm saying.
Even IKEA sells the good shit. You just gotta go.
I'm talking about back in the day. That back in the day they used to sell.
But
some
IKEA
bullshit.
has a whole nother IKEA.
Yeah,
it's
they
that
they
shit
sell
gets
like the high
expensive.
brand. Yeah,
That
I know,
shit
I know.
don't break, bro.
Well, we talking about like back in the day when we was in our early 20s. IKEA was some bullshit. Like,
You couldn't take that shit apart.
Like-
'Cause if you try to put it back together, that
facts.
was it.
IKEA was they used to you could be able to have a wrestling match with them IKEA products because it was straight sandpaper.
Yeah.
Sandpaper. What do you call it? Sawdust.
Sawdust.
Yeah.
It's always been a Gothic cabinet and craft.
Yeah.
Solid materials.
Yeah. They got way better. It's just like Hyundai, right?
Oh shit.
Hyundai done it rebranded. When we was younger, Hyundai's was a piece of shit.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they was.
They really weren't.
Yes,
bro.
they was.
They would outlast any Ford.
Bro, they were a piece of shit.
Nah,
They were-
Hyundais are terrible.
They were terrible until they had to rebrand,
I
bro.
remember my boy had this Hyundai Accent. This is like back in the days, bro. The little hatchback looking Hyundai Accent. That car outlasted so many other vehicles on the road, bro.
Well, maybe he took care of it.
No, what? That the hood done flew up. We left the hood open
Oh, my
once,
goodness.
cracked the,
The fact that
windshield.
the hood flew up.
No, we didn't lock it.
Yo,
We
that
didn't
used to
lock
happen. Yo, that don't happen to cars no more. The hood just flies up on you. That used
call
to
that
happen
the-
to cars back in the
I
day.
call that the Tommy boy.
That shit still happens.
It does it?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard of shit.
What's that? Hyundai's.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say his name. One of my mans was driving from a gig late night one night, and he hit a deer on the road, and then the deer, like the hood, flew up, and he's still like, "Oh shit, what do I do? What do I do?" And it's actually not funny, but I don't know. I just
If it's not funny, if it's not funny,
he could have got hurt, but he didn't.
If it's not funny, then why are you laughing?
It's funny when the person doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, nah,
it's
he
funny. It's
died.
hilarious.
But he was in the middle of nowhere, stuck. I was like, damn.
That shit's like Tommy Boy.
And I was like, so what'd you do to that deer? Like, and he's like, yo,
It's venison.
it's dead, bro. And I was like, damn, how do you feel about that? You're a murderer. And he was like, nah, man, that deer chose his fate.
Yeah. I
That's
seen the video
hilarious.
the other day when the guy had to pull a deer out of the front of the hood.
Yo.
That's rough.
Like
Yo.
a charger. And he was like, oh, yeah. He was like, you need help with that? And the guy was trying to help him. And they were pulling him out. You seen his leg was like...
Yeah. That's
Twitching.
food, boy.
Yep. Well, that is my irrelevant news.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the? I mean, yeah, they stink.
Moving on to football. Deion Sanders. Shouts to Deion Sanders. Had emergency surgery to remove 2 blood clots. One in his groin, one in his right leg. There was some talks that there might be some type of amputation, but nothing's confirmed yet. But it's it's tough to see that, right? But at the end of the day, if it does happen, I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be for the best, because to have to go through what he has to go through in a day just to be able to maintain the blood flow and the circulation in that leg, he has to constantly get massages. He's constantly in pain. It's like at some point, is this how you want to live the rest of your life? You know what I'm saying? Like if you had a choice, right? Like, you love your legs, whatever it is, but if you're constantly having problems with this one leg, and you know that if you amputate it, it's going to relieve that pressure, that pain. I think all of us are kind of sign up with that, no? Or what?
Well, if I was Deion Sanders, I'd be okay with it because he could be a Hall of Famer in the NFL and a Hall of Famer in the Special Olympics.
You gotta relax.
Yeah. But no, he'll find a way to milk it. So I mean, I think it's a good situation for him, and he'll have the best Nike foot ever.
Who said
Under
that
Armour.
last week?
Under Armour.
Gold Under Armour foot.
Yeah, I said
Right.
that. Yeah.
Or Lieutenant.
But that's
Dan
what.
and all
But
that
most
shit.
of the prosthetic limbs, they're state of the art now.
Mhm.
So it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd cut my shit off and get the Skynet. I get the T1000 shit on my
I want the banana looking joint.
Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want the.
I don't like that no more.
I want the
After the dude from the Olympics.
right. I want the Terminator 2
I
joint.
want the boomerang joint. They be
Nah.
running mad fast with the boomerang.
You remember that boomerang? Remember that guy that he had the boomerangs and he killed his wife?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So that's all I think of.
Killed
every
his
time I
wife?
see it
exactly.
now, like,
Same
He
kid.
killed his wife with the boomerang leg?
Nah, he was one of the. I think he was a double amputee, and he ended up murdering his wife on some other stuff. But
So it was nothing related to the boomerang legs.
no,
Oh, come on.
No, but that's all I think
but that's
of
all I
every
think
time
about.
I see him.
Yeah.
But was his footprints left from the crime scene?
Yo, bars. That's a good one.
Like 2 little half moons.
Yo,
Stop it.
You thought it was,
Stop
you thought it was a flock of geese?
oh man, y'all are
He
crazy.
said, "Listen, we're looking at the crime scene here. Had to be
Oh wait,
2 or 3 6-year-old boys."
Yo, what was the name of that cartoon with the dude with the boomerang?
I don't know which one you're talking
my
about.
gosh.
I can't with y'all.
Yo, it was
I
a
can't with
cartoon
y'all,
with a guy
man.
with a boomerang.
Yeah,
Can't
they
do
talking
it.
about-
I can't do it. But yo, listen, going back on track because I hate when y'all go left. Y'all do it all the time. Deion Sanders, shouts to Deion Sanders, man. Get
How
well.
did we get there?
I don't know. Get well soon.
Get
You know
well
what I'm saying?
soon.
He'll be fine.
Get
But
well, Deion.
it's just seeing somebody in constant pain like that, man. It hurts me to see that because he's always limping around, and that's tough.
Yeah.
No matter how much money and success you have, man, to have to constantly go through that on a daily basis just to feel normal is wild.
I mean, and he had the best doctors ever.
Yeah,
to try to
exactly. So
allow him to feel better, but being in that pain, it's only but so long you can endure it. And
before I tell him,
your body
listen, take it off.
What's that? Kids like, I have no legs. I have no legs.
I have no legs. Yes, those kids.
That's kids. Yeah.
On the train. I have no legs.
I never seen kids.
I have no legs.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, bro.
They're kids. They haven't seen kids. Come on.
Jesus, that movie shaped life.
That and Requiem for a Dream.
Yo, that was different.
You said that?
That was
see?
different.
That was different. That was the first time I saw Marlon Wayans actually act. That boy was acting. That last scene was rough too.
What movie is that?
Requiem for a Dream. That movie's fire.
Well, you gotta watch that.
That movie's fire, son. Sarah's got the juice. All right, moving on. Melvin Gordon said something very interesting. We've been having conversations about this topic for weeks, right? About the running back situation. Claude, we were talking about that, about contracts and how the running back position has been depreciated over the years.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon has said that being a running back sucks. Said playing running back sucks because of the lack of opportunities or money that's available to you. And my thing is that, well, when you started playing running back, you already saw what the trends were. So I don't necessarily like him coming out saying that, because I don't think it's doing the position any good. Like, we all understand that it's a depreciated position, right? There's no more fullbacks in the NFL like that anymore. Like, there's probably like a handful of fullbacks in the league.
Hybrid player.
You know what I mean? So it's like, what my question to you guys is, what's going to change to make the running back position viable again? And we're talking not viable in regards to impact on the court, on the field, because they do have impact on the field. I'm talking about impact financially. Will there ever be a day that comes back?
I don't think so.
Not in this current market. Nah.
Because there's no longevity in the position.
Exactly. It's one of the most physical roles on the team, outside of being an O-line, a defensive line, that you're actually physically getting touched every chance.
Yeah, every play.
So every single play, even in practice, you're getting touched.
Do you see the running back position getting phased out after a while?
No.
I feel like you need it in order to actually facilitate an offense. But if they take it out, then it's going to just turn into arena.
Right. You can't take it out. You need strategy. Like,
right. That's the thing. But what he said is valid. I do feel that, like, a couple years ago when, I'm thinking like maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was still a valuable position.
Yeah. Like, you still had Adrian Peterson out there.
That's what I'm saying. You had Adrian Peterson out there. You had Chris Johnson, who was going off.
Yep.
You still had, what's my man's name?
Frank Gore.
Jamal Charles.
LaDainian
Tomlinson. Like, you had guys out there that was getting to it, like, no matter what. And I don't know. I guess it's really passing heavy in this whole. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say their offenses.
Well,
running backs.
What happened was the league changed.
Yeah,
the league changed because when we grew up, remember when we were kids, it was a running back dominant league. Like, you had to have a great running back to be viable in the NFL.
It was like
they changed the rules
55.
where the game is not as physical as it used to be. They made it more quarterback friendly. Remember, quarterbacks used to get rocked.
Yeah,
you can't touch quarterbacks
now
anymore.
if
So
if your hand touches the helmet,
it's a roughing the passer. So that changed the game in regards to, okay, they pushed the quarterback position to the forefront, which pushed everything else back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But also,
and everybody loves people throwing for 500 yards. That's the problem. Nobody cares about a running back going for 155 anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about a running back going for 260. It's, the guy threw for 538. It's great. 6 touchdowns.
Yep.
But in the same light too, is like you got to look at like the turf conditions that made a lot of the knee injuries.
Yeah.
Really made that position deplete because they was always hurt.
Right.
So the
when
turf now is like that too.
Right, but even all the everything, like just the fields in the NFL nowadays is the reasoning. In the past couple of years, if the minute it went from damn, what you mean my top running back is out this week, it brought in the next guy up, where it can't. It look at what's the name? It was always like that in the Vikings. It didn't matter. Like if you're playing fantasy, you draft Dalvin Cook, and you go get his man
Alexander
Madison. You did it. You don't even look before you ended that draft. You know you got Madison because either way it was gonna work. So the handcuff idea and logic became the thing to do.
Well, I think the handcuff idea came because the dominant running back was still out there at that time. But what ended up happening was Adrian Peterson got a big bag, right? He got hurt. Right? He came back and he bucked the trend, but Minnesota wasn't able to fill out their roster anymore because they have this albatross of a contract for their best player. He's their best player, so they paid him accordingly to being the best player on their team. But in hindsight, they're looking at it like, damn, we paid him, but this position is not allowing us to be competitive long term. That's where it started. That's where the shift happened.
I feel like it happened after Adrian Foster.
After Adrian Peterson, I'm telling you, because when he got paid, remember he won the MVP, got paid. The Vikings were not good after that.
Yeah,
he was still good. The Vikings weren't good after that. So the Vikings, everything is always it's always a copycat league, right? So if a team sees you pay your star, he's a running back, and your team ends up skyrocketing to the top of the NFL, he's still producing, and that team is one of the best teams in the NFL. That's now the formula for the next team to be able to find their bell cow running back and do the same thing. But the fact that he got paid and they started to fail, it started to make GMs and executives around the league say, that doesn't work. That doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work putting that much money behind a running back because you're not able to fill out the rest of your team properly. That's where it started. Now you saw little sprinkles of things happening where Todd Gurley got paid. All of these other guys got paid. But what ended up it was Peterson first though. But what ends up happening is that these guys, they get the money, they get hurt. So teams get snake bit every time. It's like, yo, we want to pay y'all. We like y'all. But every time we pay y'all, something bad happens.
Yeah.
So now they're like, okay, we're just not going to do it anymore. So remember there was a whole big thing with Le'Veon Bell, right? Oh, the Steelers are doing him foul. They don't want to pay him. They used him up for all of these years, and they don't want to give him his money. He took to the media. He was talking about it, and he was very, very, upfront about it. He ended up leaving, going to the Jets to get his bag, right? What ended up happening? He wasn't utilized on the Jets, and he just fizzled out. Like, those are things that other teams look at and say, it doesn't work anymore. I'm going to tell you, if a quarterback gets paid, right? Let's talk about the quarterback position. Remember how they changed the quarterback pay scale in the draft? You can be able to pay a rookie quarterback $100 million out the gate, right? Without him playing a game. They realized that formula didn't work anymore because a lot of kids that was getting paid, they weren't producing.
Right.
So they had to scale it back. So that's all it is. If the running back position starts to get healthier, find more ways to stay on the field more often, and have that impact on the team that's going to equate to winning, you're going to start to see the trust come back.
Well,
there's no trust right now.
Well, at the end of the day, any star quarterback is a concussion away from retirement.
Yeah.
But they put in place.
They put safeguards
all
in.
these safeguards.
Yeah. There's no safeguards for a running back.
Right.
There's no safeguard for a running. So they literally have to find a different way to be effective, which you see scat backs are more effective now. Guys that can catch the ball out of the backfield.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys like Alvin Kamara are more, they're smaller. They can catch more now. but they're not durable. Christian McCaffrey's, right? They can do everything, but they're not durable. So it's a tough situation to be a running back because it's one of those things where I even look at it like baseball. I compare it to baseball. In baseball, they care about the home run, right? They don't care about the stolen base. Stolen base is just as effective, right? They had great players that stole a lot of bases in their careers, but the home run is sexier. Quarterbacks are sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more appealing to have a quarterback be the face of your franchise and throw for 500 yards than a running back like King Henry going for 2,000 yards. They don't care. Doesn't matter anymore. There's no market behind that anymore. So that's what I don't know what needs to change. I think the trust needs to come back of running backs who are good. They need to stay durable. They need to find a way to stay on the field. And maybe a lot of guys nowadays are going to fight through injury more to stay on the field so they can be able to tell their organization, hey, look, I'm not hurt. I'm not injured. I'm here. So trust me to be able to get that bread. But at the same time, what it's going to do is shorten their career.
Carry my leg, but I'm going to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, Marshawn Lynch did his thing, though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But he came from that older generation of running back is what I'm saying. Like this day and age, Marshawn Lynch couldn't play now. They wouldn't give him a chance to play. He would play, but he'd be sharing carries with two other guys.
Yeah.
That is true. I don't like it.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Because what we grew up on real football. Like, you know, respect to the game, you know what I'm saying? Hard nose. But it's football, yeah, still, but it's just different.
Yeah.
Like the Jamal Andersons of the world. You know what I mean?
Dirty Bird.
Yeah. Terrell Davises of the world.
Well, also CTE is a thing now, so.
Yeah.
There goes football.
I mean, Emmitt Smith, they had no CTE.
Well,
did he though?
But we don't know that.
They don't know until they cut his head open.
OJ ain't got no CTE.
He gave it.
Juice Man.
Juice Man got something.
Juice Man ain't got no CTE.
Yo, you sure? Maybe
he
that's
got
why-
off. Okay, he's an innocent man.
Maybe that's why he did it.
Relax.
Maybe.
All he did was write a book about the situation.
What about
No.
No.
Nope. Don't do that to OJ.
Yo, the funny thing was, I did it.
Look, you saw the glove. The glove didn't fit.
Bro.
You must acquit. Is that what it is?
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Well, speaking of the gloves, the Jets, all right, apparently are looking into the possibility of adding Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, that's good.
And potentially D-Hop too. But
overkill.
It may not happen. And
I don't think you guys have enough money.
I don't think so either. And Cook, I think, said he would like to go to Miami if possible.
Yeah, that's his home.
And D-Hop doesn't really give a shit, but he wants to just play. I think he might go to. I think he should go to the Chiefs if he doesn't come to the Jets.
Hold on.
That may end up
What
happening.
was this speculation about just now?
He's a Jets fan. You know, it just comes out of
Get
nowhere.
my shit off. We're talking about football.
He's a Jets fan.
That was the worst.
Right.
Yeah.
There was no Aaron Watts. There was no Jets Watch. He just comes
Aaron
in
Rodgers
with
is living the best life of his life. That's what
It's
it's
like,
like.
yeah, they might come there, but they don't want to go there. They want
It's a horrible news report. Horrible news report.
You're
now
welcome.
he just jumps into
Right.
Jets news.
Fire.
No more Aaron Watch, but Jet news.
Instant fire.
Because you know why? People just want to hear me talk about it, man.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They wait for it.
I get it.
They foam for the mouth.
After the break, the greatest segment on the planet, W of the Week.
Coming. Yeah.
After the break. Welcome back, y'all. Now it's time for the last segment. It's sad that we're here. It's also good because it's fun. The greatest segment on the planet, W of the Week.
Coming. Yeah.
Every week I go around the room and I ask, who is the dummy of the week? Claw.
Hey, how are you?
Who you got?
I'm going to go. I got you already. Mark Zuckerberg and your man Elon for this cage fight.
Hey, explain it. Explain it.
I don't think they're gonna use themselves. I think they're gonna have AI clones of themselves.
That'd be fire, though. I ain't gonna lie.
They're not really doing this shit for real.
That'd be kind of fire though. Chloe, they got like what do you call it? AI sock and boppers.
But Zuckerberg gets down, bro.
I
He
get it.
trains.
Yeah, he does.
He actually trains.
But he's whacked. Though.
But anything can go wrong.
But he'll beat Elon.
Don't say that.
I don't know.
Come on.
We ain't never see Elon put hands on nobody.
That's South African.
What happens when you punch Elon and then that
right?
shit
The
just
mask
falls
comes off and you see.
Is
Yeah.
it, is it really Elon?
Right.
Word, Terminator joint.
Or you gonna hear his call to John.
And Dana White hyping this shit up. Yo, man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh,
So who gets the dummy? Is it all three of them?
All of them, because it's all collusion. Everybody
Right.
trying to get some bags and
Listen,
it ain't gonna happen.
But see, here the sad part is that if it actually does happen, you know, mad people paying for that. Right?
Oh yeah,
mad people gonna pay for that pay-per-view.
I guess.
So everybody gets it.
Yeah. Dummy. Yeah. Exactly.
Everybody gonna be fake.
Bro.
Everybody gets
Neuralink.
it. Jimmy, who you got? You got one?
I didn't have a good one, but I'm just gonna go with the that girl Zion messing around with.
Oh yes.
And Zion a little bit.
Yes, Moriah Mills and Zion Williamson. They're constantly in the news for, you know, she put his name on her face.
A man that doesn't want anything to do with
Right.
you.
Big stupid tattoo too.
Right.
It wasn't even tastefully placed.
Right there on that man jawline.
Yeah. She tucking. That's why they don't want the tapes to come out, because she tucking.
Straight Finkel.
Finkel is Einhorn.
Mm-hmm. Einhorn Finkel. Yeah. So Moriah Mills definitely gets the
dummy.
She don't even realize that she got jail time coming her way if she don't stop. But she, you know, that space. That's so. Moving on. Nicole, who you got?
I was gonna say that guy who got height surgery over a girl.
What?
He went from 5'5" to 6 foot and has to like learn how to rewalk.
Oh,
he has like
$81,000
screws in his legs or something. Yeah, $80,000 to get height surgery.
Did she break up with him?
No, like she like rejected him because she said he was too short. So he got
Right.
surgery.
So did she? So then what happened?
He's just showing.
Wow. So
Now
he got
she
the
does.
surgery for the chick.
But now, dude, they're just extending your legs. What about your torso, your arms? Everything has to match, no?
No.
You just got long legs.
Yeah.
You ever seen those guys that get those fucking silicone injections in their pecs?
Right.
That's crazy, bro.
That just looks crazy.
You know, he looks like you know those people that walk on stilts. That's probably what he looks like.
Oh, like the Trinidadian
Yeah.
dudes that be at the
They
carnival.
pulling their leg up to their neck.
Like the
Idiots.
little rascals in under the trench coat.
Right.
Oh, you
Right.
stupid.
Right.
Yeah, we are stationed.
But what's crazy is that if he went through all of that, because the recovery time for that is mad long. It's like over a year or something like that.
Rehab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If she still doesn't give him no play,
That's weird.
How old is he though? Could he play ball now?
He's 27.
yeah, he's done.
He's washed.
Yeah,
He can't
he's
play ball.
yo to do that for a woman. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Dummy.
You gotta hold that.
$81,000.
81,000. Yeah.
That's weird.
Dummy. Yeah.
One more.
Dummy. Yeah.
Get the trifecta, the Holy Trinity. Fan you up.
All right, my first dummy
Yes.
is Christine Baumgartner.
Baumgartner?
Yeah. Kevin Costner's ex-wife. She's a dummy for requesting $248,000 a month in child support.
How many children he got?
I don't even care. Look, you can have a fucking village and you don't deserve 200 nothing.
Well, if they got a
$1,000.
village.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, they got a village.
Yeah, but for 10 cents a day, you can feed them.
Relax.
You know what I'm saying?
Gosh, that shit, bro. Oh my
It's a bar,
God.
though. That is a bar.
So, I think it's
So what did she
absurd.
tell? What was her excuse to the judge?
I wasn't in the courtroom. I'm not sure. But just the simple fact that you asked for that, like, you're just a money hungry.
I mean, sometimes you gotta shoot your shot, right?
Come on, bro. Come on. It doesn't take that much to raise a child a month.
Yo, listen, Kevin Costner did. He's still eating off that bodyguard money. I would want. I want 250,000 too.
I feel like she.
Right?
I feel like she gonna need some protection.
Relax, okay? But don't put no stuff on Kevin Costner. Right? Man made Waterworld. It's beautiful.
Yeah, webbed feet
Does he?
in the movie.
Oh, in the movie.
He adapted.
So what's her name again? Bumgardner?
Yeah, Bumgardner.
Yeah, she definitely a bum asking for $250,000.
That's crazy, bro.
So you get that.
Dummy. Yeah.
Who's next?
Okay, the next is what's her name? Crystal Candelario, 31-year-old mother from Cleveland. She's facing murder charges for leaving her 16-month-old child home alone while she went on vacation.
8 days, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's space. You know, the weather's getting warmer. Things expand in heat. So I think the space back there is getting very big.
She left the kid in the house to
Yes.
go on vacation.
16-month-old. She went on an 8-day trip to Puerto Rico and Detroit, leaving her child unattended. Yep.
That's a little dark, bro. But
Dummy. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
That's crazy. I listen. I normally have something to say. I got nothing. I got nothing.
Those are some pretty good ones, actually, fam. I want to applaud you for these. These some real legitimate dummies like this
Thank
week.
you.
Yeah,
good.
but you know that second one was a little dark, but it's good. It's good.
You want to watch that crime show before you go to bed at night?
Huh?
You want to watch that crime show before you go to bed at night? That
Always.
episode. Oh.
Always.
There you go.
I like NCIS.
You gonna figure out how you could record them?
Nah, I don't think about those things.
I do.
I don't.
I think about like how I could have got away with it. Like this idiot did this. Like, why would you eat off the plate, then kill someone, then leave? Like your DNA's on the fork.
Because the thing with me is I always tell people that somebody would be crazy to come into my house and do anything because I'm nuts.
Dude, but most people that do these things are crazy. So by you saying
I'm
that,
crazy as well.
you're inviting them.
I'm crazy as well. I am. I'm a bit of a social. Just so you can call me.
But
you have no idea.
Like, crazy,
no.
Crazy always meets crazy, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. I love.
Like I ain't. That
And I love that
crazy.
type of showdown.
They're like, no, that motherfucker's crazy.
I love it. Right.
Barry, somebody come in the house. Barry's like, you want to get nuts?
Right. Come on, let's get nuts.
Taggy, get him.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. That burger will be like, yo, that dude. Nah, I ain't messing with him.
Abort.
Yeah, exactly. You want some of me? Nope. Nope.
Just back off.
Just back off, man. So yeah, that idiot gets the
Dummy.
You gotta live for life though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that, you can't come out. That just throw away the key.
Well, she didn't have a babysitter. What?
She need drug dealer numbers.
16 months, you take the kid with you.
It's crazy.
Kid ain't gonna do nothing crazy. So 16 months, yeah. What they do?
Yo,
They do
how you gonna enjoy yourself going on vacation in Puerto Rico with a 16-month-old?
Figure it out. Go, you can be able to babysitter.
You mean Dominicans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones in Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Yeah, the
Them.
ones that are in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Is that what I said?
I don't
Yeah.
know what you said. But wow.
Yeah. Those. The Spaniards.
Yo.
That's the FCC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We don't cover soccer.
Listen, that's not racist. That's just
He says we don't cover soccer.
That's not racist. That's
what he
it's not
said.
racism. It's ignorance.
right. I'll take that. Chili got.
Yo, man.
Trinity McCotton?
What?
I said chili. Who you got?
I thought he said chili with cotton too. I could have sworn he said that, bro.
Yo, that's a crazy name, son. Yo.
Did y'all hear about the Tokyo residents?
No.
So they got alpacas.
I'm sorry.
They got alpacas walking around in Tokyo, and they're
What?
they're walking around with the alpacas around Tokyo, talking about their what do they call those constitutional pets?
So they have alpacas as pets?
No, they're just walking around Tokyo, and they walk around the neighborhood with them, like to the grocery stores.
So they're just outside.
Yeah, just randomly.
So
I'm like, yo, what are you doing with the freaking alpaca? Like,
wait, are they stray alpacas?
I don't know if they're strays. They didn't mention if they're strays or not. But
Well, where did they come from?
So,
well, no one has a stray alpaca because it's stray.
yo, but it's
Big animals, bro.
Yo, That shit is as big as a llama. Like
That was just huge.
Yeah.
That's like having an ostrich and be like, "Oh, it's my stray ostrich."
Right.
Don't they spit at you?
Yeah. No, I don't think they spit. I think
I know a woman that spit at you.
Llamas spit.
Yeah, llamas spit.
They look the same.
They do look the same.
They got a little fro. They got a little bang froze.
What's the difference between an alpaca and a llama?
You ever seen that that alpaca? Never mind. I ain't even figured it.
Hold on, I got.
Because where it was about to go ain't good.
Hey Siri, what's the difference between a llama and an alpaca? Alpaca is 1/2 the size of a llama and characterized by the presence of coat with longer and finer wool. Okay.
Alpacas have dicks.
Yeah. Where did he?
So who it is? He said who had it? Tokyo?
Yeah, man. I don't know what they doing with that.
See, I don't want to be ignorant again. So people in Tokyo, they get
Gummy. Yeah.
Just alpacas, right?
yeah, they're gonna leave right there.
Listen,
See?
according to listen, he said it, so it could be North Korea for all we
Facts.
know.
That is
you
true.
know what I'm saying?
That is true. Cause he just be out there.
No,
flushing.
I said Tokyo.
Oh.
Yo. I can't.
Can't trust him.
Nope.
Can't trust him.
Yo,
Can't trust him.
you know what's dope? Like when you go to the parks, you go to like the parks in Flushing, and you see like all the Asians doing the little workout by the handball courts.
Relax.
They were like this. Full of
Relax.
like,
Relax. Relax.
yo, I want to show you. Yo, no, like word to everything. Right, I'm
Yo,
working.
Chloe, you gotta relax.
I'm working. Like I'm in the bucket truck. I'm working, and I look down, and I see this old Asian lady, like shooting hoops, like by herself in the park.
In full
drop
regular
buckets,
gear.
No, it's like regular.
She had a
like,
mask on?
No, it's the regular clothes on,
Mhm.
like culottes and like a t-shirt. And I'm just looking like this is very odd. Like, why is this woman here shooting hoops? And she had to be like 70, but she was in the park shooting the hoops. Everybody else was doing the workout, you know, flowing. Like, why didn't she join in with the rest of her comrades?
All right, I'm about to say something that I'm gonna have to blank out. You ever notice when you see like an old Asian man, he be on the street and you be at a light and you ready to cross the street? It's motherfucking
I've seen that so many times.
he just take off right
Yeah.
for no reason.
But the thing is, they don't like there's
Bro.
and then they
How
just
is it
take
no
off.
different?
Yo, they just take off, son.
Damn, bro.
You hear the sound that
Think about it. Like,
dude.
Listen, most
Yo.
most Asian cars last longer than
Stop it.
American.
We're moving on,
cars.
okay? We're moving on. That was good, y'all. Let's just
Yeah,
get some
y'all
order,
gotta relax.
okay? Let's get
I
some
mean,
order.
If you eat boiled chicken all the time, then
ramen.
Boil the chicken?
Yeah.
Asians boil chicken?
No seasonings and stuff like
Y'all
that.
relax,
Everything
relax.
is boiled.
Relax.
General Toast used to be all right. I haven't
General
had it
Toast
in
is bad,
years,
yeah.
but
I had this shit.
I got mine, okay? May I have the drum roll, please? And the winner for Dummy of the Week, Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller gets my
Gummy. Yeah.
Brandon Miller, the number 2 draft pick in the NBA draft. Now, normally when you think about number 2 draft picks, these guys normally pan out to be superstars. Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony. This goes on about a whole bunch of sometimes the number 1 guy doesn't pan out, number 2 guy normally does, right? Well, we're not talking about his game. We're not talking about his career. He may end up being one of the greatest players ever. But guess who he thinks is the greatest player in his eyes? He said that, MJ, just a guy to me. Met him the other day. Seemed cool. But he's not my GOAT. No. Paul George is my GOAT. That's who I looked up to. That's who I think is the best player to ever play the game. Now, I know that Michael Jordan recently has sold his team. But if I'm somebody who's doing the scouting and I have an interview with this player and I'm thinking about drafting you, and then I hear you say something like this, I have to question what brain cells you have that are actually functioning properly. To not know who Jordan is one thing, because you're a young kid, you know, it's like 2-3 generations, right? You don't really know. But to say that Paul George,
of all people,
Waldo George, of all people, you could say Steph Curry, you could say Giannis, Paul George. Paul George wouldn't even say that Paul George is good. Much less somebody else. What? You kidding me? Listen, I would sign him and then I would trade him the same. I'd trade him the same night.
Do you think he
Can't
said
trust
that
him
as like a slight to Michael Jordan? Because I think also in the interview he said something like Michael Jordan was like talking trash to him.
He said Michael Jordan, he said, yeah, he's like, you know, I heard that he's a trash talker and he lived up to that bill. Like, he's serious.
Right. He said Michael Jordan I think he told Michael Jordan he was old.
Listen, I'm not the biggest Jordan fan. I know that. But you can't say that.
Right.
Just can't say that. You're 19. Sometimes, you know, you'd be able to get a pass, but that's idiot brain right there. And idiot brain spreads.
He knows who Michael Jordan is.
Yeah, exactly.
And his
spreads.
accolades.
It spreads. It spreads. He's going to go to a team and there's a little insignia, there's a little logo there on his jersey. It's a jump man. You know who he is. Don't do that. Don't do that. But there is another dummy of the week.
Do tell.
I gotta be a 2-drink minimum like Fang. It is Michael Jordan.
Dummy, yeah.
Michael Jordan is my real
Dummy.
because there's news, there's rumors. Let's call this the allegation dummy of the week. Right? So Michael Jordan owns the team. He makes a bad bet. That person can't pay the bet. So he ends up borrowing the money from another billionaire that says, hey, you don't have to pay me back. I'll pay off your debt, but I want my money back from the big man. So Jordan, has certain monies, right? He owes $4 billion allegedly. His only worth, or his net worth, is only $2.1 billion. What does he have to pony up to pay off his debts to the person that is a minor owner in the team? Oh, so you see what happens when I speak about certain people, right? When I said that allegedly Michael Jordan had to step away from the game because of gambling problems, and David Stern covered it up and said, go play baseball for a year, come back, let things die down. We don't want to kill our golden goose. Allegedly. Now, let's talk about that. Allegedly. Now we're talking about another alleged gambling problem. You made a bad bet. And because of this alleged bad bet, you now have to put your team up for sale. Oh. So you lost the billionaire game to guys that were just a little bit smarter than you.
What do you think the bet was?
I don't even care.
I do.
Allegedly.
Nicole, can you cue up the part where he says, call us all conspiracy people and stuff like that? Can you just play that back for the people so they can understand where his brain is at?
I'm gonna show you I'm gonna show it to you. This is all documented in regards to what happened. Allegedly, you can say that this is the cause of why he sold it. But the paper trail is there. Somebody loses some money. Minor league guy pays off the debt, wants his money back. How are you going to get the money back if the other guy doesn't have the money and you're a minor owner in the team that you got the money from the big boss, right? Big boss gives you the money, you can't pay it back. Somebody pays your debt. Who do you think that person is coming to get the money back? Mm-hmm. So there is no conspiracy here. That's all I'm saying. So Brandon Miller, Michael Jordan, you guys deserve each other because you're both pretty stupid. But you're winners for Dummy of the Week. That's all for the show. Call. Kind word of the week.
3 beers ain't enough.
Yeah. Okay. Jimmy the super intern. Yeah. Colon 1s and 2s. Silent assassin. Chilling McFreeze. Mr. Asian massage man himself.
I gotta cut it out.
Fang. What's Fang thoughts?
I think if a woman bites your back, it's a form of seduction.
Right.
If she licks your crack, it's borderline.
We gonna have to blank that out. I can't do it with you. You can't say the R word, man. You can't say the R word. You can't. The fact that you getting bitten on your back, that's a little questionable to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You didn't say shoulder blades, you said back, which means that you are face down and somebody is literally.
Hey yo, what the
Sometimes I sleep on my stomach.
That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
Yaga.
That's 2 in the
Yaga.
pink. That's 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Yo.
That's weird, bro.
That's how it goes like that?
Yo, do you know that there's porn out there that the women put their finger in the
what?
The male's
what? Ass?
No.
What? You can't fit a finger in there.
I never watched it. He watched it.
You ever get the?
I did not watch it. I said that there.
You ever had the?
No.
What do you mean?
You ever?
There's a whole bunch of stuff out
You
there.
ever been in the hospital and they had to stick the tube in there, the catheter? Like that's one of the most painful things in the
Hey,
world,
so you
bro.
don't think that
So you can't fit that in there? No way.
It's possible.
Is that the name of the episode?
Yes. This right here. This is gonna be a picture. Until next week, stay safe, stay cool. Peace.
My son is the champ, so get over it.